Hi, my dear friends. Look at the sentence. I'll send it for you. The sentence is clear and you can understand the meaning, but there is a mistake. There is something wrong with this sentence. So today we're going to learn about 6 common mistakes that most of you have when you speak. Let's see what's what. All right, in this sentence, the problem is for. After send, we don't use for. Send it for you? No. Actually, it's not wrong, but it has a different meaning. If you say, I'll send it for you, it means you want to send something, but you can't. You are busy. I will send it for you instead of you. It doesn't mean that I send and you receive. So send for has a different meaning. There are 2 forms you can use when you use the verb send. The first one is send something to somebody, to, not for, or send somebody something. But send something for somebody is not correct, okay? Listen to this example. I sent the report to my boss. Okay. Or I sent my boss the report. Okay, no problem. But I sent the report for my boss is wrong. Actually, it has a different meaning, I told you. Now, I'm going to give you some words. Try to use these words to make a sentence. You can pause the video and think more about it. Here are the sentences. Please, me, the photos, send. You're talking to your friend. So think about it. You can pause the video. All right, so there are 2 forms you can use this sentence. The first form I told you, send something to somebody. So please, you're talking to your friend on the phone, for example. You took some photos yesterday and the photos are on your friend's phone. You don't have the photos. So now you are asking your friend and you want him to send you the photos. So please send me the photos. Or please send the photos to me. But please send the photos for me is wrong. All right, number 2, another one. Look at the sentence. I suggested to go on a picnic. Yesterday was Sunday, for example. The weather was nice and I was talking to my family. I suggested to go on a picnic. What's wrong? To. After suggest, we don't use to. There are 2 forms where you can use suggest. The first one, the easiest one, is suggest verb ing. So after suggest, the verb, if you have a verb, it takes ing. We don't use to. Or suggest that, and then you can have another sentence. These are the 2 forms you can use. Listen. And suggest to verb is wrong, I told you. She suggested staying at that hotel. We went to a hotel with my sister. The hotel was nice. And my sister suggested, okay, let's stay here. It's a nice hotel. So she suggested staying, ing, at that hotel. Or the second form. She suggested that we stay at that hotel. But she suggested to stay at that hotel is incorrect. Now, your turn. Again, I'm going to give you some words. Try to put these words in the correct order and make a sentence. The words are my friend, suggest, eat out. Eat out means when you go out to a restaurant and have your meal at a restaurant. Eat out. So think about it. You can use one of those two forms. My friend suggests eat out. So the first one is verb ing. My friend suggested eating out. Yesterday, for example, we were free. We didn't know what to do. So my friend suggested eating out. Or the second form. Say it now. That. My friend suggested that we eat out. That's it. But my friend suggested to eat out is not correct. Number 3, the sentence. I have a good news. Hey guys, I have a good news for you. We can understand the sentence and it seems okay, but there is something wrong. News or news is not countable. You can't use a before news. So a news or a good news is wrong. So you can say some news or a piece of news. Okay, the second one is rather formal. A piece of, and it's too long. So some news. But a news is wrong. Listen to this example. No, so I'm going to change that sentence. So I have a good news is wrong. You can say I have some good news, or I have good news, or I have a piece of good news. These forms are all correct. Now, your turn. Use these words and make a sentence. I, bad news, heard here, heard yesterday, for example. So what's the sentence? Try to say it. You can pause the video. So the first one, I heard some bad news yesterday. This is the most natural form of this sentence. So I heard some bad news yesterday. Or I heard bad news yesterday. Or I heard a piece of bad news. But I heard a bad news is not correct. The next sentence is I watch YouTube for learn English. Again, you can understand the sentence, but the problem is for learn. We have a problem here for learn. What is the correct form to learn or for learning? If you use for before a verb, after that you need to add ing. So I watch YouTube to learn English. This is the most natural form. Or I watch YouTube for learning English. For learning is grammatically correct, but it's long and it's not natural. To learn is the best form. Example, he is ready to help you. Or he is ready for helping you. It's correct, but not natural. He is ready for help you. No, not correct. Now, the next sentence is, I asked a question from ChatGPT. Again, you can understand the sentence. But the problem is from. Ask from or ask of. No. You ask somebody a question. So we don't use from or of after ask. No, it's not correct. Ask somebody something. So ask something from somebody is not correct. Example, I asked ChatGPT a question. He asked me lots of questions, but he asked lots of questions from me. Incorrect. Now your turn. Make a sentence. My students, me, ask their questions. I'm a teacher and my students, now say the sentence. My students ask me their questions. My students ask their questions from me. Incorrect. The next sentence. I back home at 11. You can understand the sentence. But the problem is you can't use back as a verb here. Back is a verb. You can use it as a verb. But if you use it as a verb, it means support. So I back home. No. Come back. Get back. But back is not correct. So before back, When you return to a place, we use come back or get back. So I come back home, or I came back home at 11, or I get back, or I got back home at 11. I back is incorrect. Listen, I'm from Iran, but I live in Canada and I miss my country. So I'd love to come back to my country, or I'd love to get back to my country. Now, your turn. Use these words to make a sentence. What time? To work? Will you? And back. For example, you are sick, you stay at home for 2 days. Your manager calls you and asks you this question: back to work. So now try to say it. What time will you come back to work? What time will you come back to work? What time will you get back to work? But what time will you back to work is not correct. So these are 6 common mistakes that we have. If you have any other problems, if you want me to explain something like these mistakes or anything, please leave a comment and tell me what you want me to make a video for. I'll read your comments one by one and I'll try to use them in my next videos. So tell me what you want in the comment section. Take care. See you soon.